Welcome back, my loyal subjects, to more Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Feral Fiasco here. Last episode, we finished our investigations in the virtual world. We're about to head off to the class trial, and the running theory is pretty much that Miu may have swapped bodies with someone, killed them inside of her body, and is now taking over and living as them. It could be Kaito. Kaito's the most likely, if that's the case, but who knows. Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah. The 8 of us got into the elevator. The door shut behind us. Alright. No freaking telling what's gonna go on, though. That's like the 4th theory we've had about what's going on. And like all those times before, when we descended. Jeez. It was dead quiet. The only sound I could hear was the beating of my heart in my ears. My body was trembling. The more I tried to control it, the worse it got. There's no way to get used to it, really. And the fear of death. We were all fighting it, trying to be courageous. We all felt as though we were going to our own execution. No, not an execution. A test of our will to survive. Alright, finally the elevator stopped and the doors opened. And though I couldn't explain it, my body stopped trembling. Alright.
Welcome!
Go ahead and stand behind any open podium! Oh, wow! Did he beat the crap out of Monotaro? Move your asses. You don't want to see what I'll do to you if you keep Father waiting.
Huh?
Wait, is he back to normal?
Why?
Huh? You not friend anymore? You jerks must feel pretty slick using Monotaro's forgetfulness to befriend him. He just decided on his own that we were friends.
You bastards!
But I won't let you guys trick Monotaro anymore because he's already forgotten. He may have forgotten that he was on Daddy's side, but now he's forgotten that he had forgotten that he was on Daddy's side. Thanks to me, because I smacked the stuffing out of him. So it's a mutually abusive, incestual relationship. How confusing. Well, whatever.
Really?
I can't remember, but one of you guys is the culprit, right? I can't be in the same room as the killer. It's dangerous. I'm gonna go lock myself in my room and maybe even set up a barricade.
Yeah.
That's another death flag.
Anyway,
Let's get it started. The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. We went to our podiums, as always. We knew what we had to do. There was no protest left in us. It's already the 4th time. The 4th class trial is about to begin. Crap! Miu Aruma, the ultimate inventor. She may have given us a lot of trouble, but we all miss her. It's a tragedy after all. She helped me and Kaede with those cameras, gave Kibo extra functions. In the end, she had done a lot for us. And the culprit that killed her. One of these freaking jokers is one of us. I need to discover who that is. In order to survive, I have to find the culprit. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and save. Save over this one, I guess. Whew. Deep breaths, everybody, because from here, Kaito, and I've suspected Kaito and like the students enter a virtual world to try to find the truth of the outside world. I've suspected Kaito in like 3 of the 4 class, actually, yeah, 3 of the 4 class trials. Kaito was like the #1 suspect, and that class trial that we didn't suspect him in, the very first one, or maybe we did. I don't know, but Kaito always comes up as a suspect. But somehow Mew is killed. This trial blends a virtual world with the real world. Man. Skills. What do we have? We can only buy one thing. Increases maximum focus a little. Why not? Let's do it. And then set the skill. We can buy... Nope, we can't even afford upshift or downshift. Removes the time penalty for breaking a non-erasable piece. High tension. Alright, well, whatever. Begin class freaking trial. Alright.
Now then, let's begin with a basic explanation.
Why is he so listless?
Screw it. This is tiresome.
He's actually not going to do it?
You need more motivation.
I do. I really, really do. Now then, let's start this class trial.
Before we start, I just want to ask something since there's not a lot of us left. What happens if the votes result in 2 first places?
Huh. That's never really happened before, but...
Huh? You mean like a tie? It means they're both the blackened. As long as one of them is correct. It's fine.
That's surprisingly lenient for Monokuma.
Daddy, are you sure you should make a decision like that so casually?
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Thanks. Since that's answered, I can start enjoying this life or death game now.
What game? How long are you gonna keep saying that?
Is he gonna try to split the votes down in the middle?
Just ignore Kokichi. The rest of us need to work together to find the truth. Got it? We can't die here!
She's super motivated now.
Oh my! Himiko has become so determined! It's true! People really do change!
But now she's lost what made her so unique.
This Himiko is way cooler, though.
That's none of your business!
We should focus on the class trial. First, we need to clarify...
Kaito's the culprit!
Well, hey.
What? Say that to my face!
While we were all still logged in, Kaito logged out alone, right? You were able to move freely. Doesn't that mean you could have committed the murder?
So, Kaito could have committed the murder is not the same as Kaito committed the murder.
Don't screw around! There's no way I'm the culprit!
Kaito right. Kaito couldn't have killed Mew.
How long are you gonna keep saying that? Trusted people can still kill, you know. We already saw that a bunch of times. So many times. Since Kaede.
This guy. The fact that Kaito was the only one logged out is suspicious. But he's not the culprit. He can't be. Because he was on the rooftop, dude. And there are only 2 methods of getting logged out. Oh, her thing is an XXX, you get it?
First, by himself.
Okay, hold on. Monokuma. Victim's body discovered on the computer room, 6:30. Kaito's account. Kaito was the only one logged out from the virtual world. A ring of light appeared suddenly on his feet and he was logged out against his will. That's Kaito's account. We can't use Kaito's account to make Kaito not suspicious. Found on Kokichi's seat is neutralized if it is mixed into anything, but it's still quite dangerous and even a small amount will kill someone. Her eyes weren't completely bloodshot though,
Who was
so...
still...
Objects can't break, avatars cannot be injured, and any damage the avatar takes is felt by the user's real body.
logged in. That's
Hammer. You claimed you had rewritten the virtual world's program to delete all dangerous objects that can be used as weapons. Alright.
when you poisoned her, right?
Poisoned her? Seriously?
Kaito, culprit? Impossible!
Of
Impossible.
course it's impossible, because I didn't do it. I mean, we found that bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat, didn't we?
The culprit was trying to pin the blame on me.
Yeah,
That
okay.
diversion was part of your plan, right, Kaito?
Well, Kaito, any last words?
Don't be so easily
What
swayed.
do you mean, last words?
First, we need to decide if Mew was killed in the real world or the virtual world. That's where the problem lies.
Kaito logged out first by
Yeah,
himself.
but the poison, it
Mew
causes...
was still logged
Kokichi
in.
told us that himself.
That's when you poisoned her, right, Kaito?
There we go.
That's wrong.
I like how poison wasn't something we could hit for a few moments.
Mew wasn't killed by poison, and the warning on the label proves it.
Which Kokichi pointed out. The freaking Joker, dude.
Drinking the poison would result in subconjunctival hemorrhaging. In other words, your eyes would be bloodshot.
Oh, but Mew's body. That's right. Her eyes weren't bloodshot. She wasn't killed by that poison.
Then what was that poison for?
Obviously, it was some sort of feint by you.
Probably a diversion. The culprit wanted us to think Mew died by poison.
Then, what was her real cause of death?
Mew's real cause of death, the only one I can think of. While Shuichi and Tsumugi were in the world, they heard a loud crash. The hammer? Hey, that's from the virtual world. You probably need a lot of time explaining to Kaito because of his thick-ass skull.
Damn it.
Everyone's staring at me. I screwed up. They think I'm a fraud. Alright. Mew's corpse? What was Mew's cause of death? The red cord? Toilet paper? Huh? Avatar error. Is that really the cause of Mew's death? I don't understand. Judging from the body, maybe the cause of death wasn't located in the real world. Everyone's staring at me. God dang it. Crap, dude.
I was wrong!
The cause of Mew's death? Oh, dang it! I didn't mean to hit triangle! I was trying to solve the question. Discovered on the computer room. No injuries can be found on the victim's body. No injuries can be found on the victim's body. Loud noise? Dang, dude, the very first one of these, and I am sucking at it. Mew and Kokichi's meeting, Mew's avatar. Can I be injured? Set to object. Lattice near the chapel. Okay, let's try Mew's corpse after this then. By looking at her body, we can tell she wasn't killed by the poison. That's the only thing we do know. Was there anything else that could be the murder weapon?
Oh no!
The toilet paper, maybe? Okay, what about the lattice board?
Damn it!
What the heck? Signboard? Oh. Red quartz for consciousness, bluest for memory?
I was wrong!
Wow, dude. It wasn't the hammer. Okay, let's take a look at what it says about her corpse. She died with her eyes open and an expression of agony on her face. Logged in. Kibo logged out. Himiko logged out. Maybe this somehow?
This is it!
Okay.
Miu's cause of death was the killing game simulator itself.
Alright, we're definitely on the back foot now, but it's whatever. We can make those up.
In the virtual world, if your avatar takes fatal damage, your real body dies of shock. That was made clear in the program's text file.
Miu received fatal damage in the virtual world and died from that shock.
In that case, it's fair to say that the cause of death was actually the simulator.
Gonta has question. Where is this virtual world place? What floor is it on?
Come on.
If you don't understand, then don't say anything.
Yeah, apparently it doesn't matter if Gonta can follow what's going on or not.
If Miu was killed in the virtual world, then the next thing we need to figure out is what caused her to incur fatal damage within the virtual world.
Something with the lattice and the hammer, clearly.
So her cause of death in the virtual world is the one that matters.
Oh, it seems like Gonte is confused. So why don't we review things a bit? So we split into 2 groups to find the secret of the outside world.
A recap?
The ones who searched the mansion were me, Shuichi, Samugi, Gonta, and that NPC Kaito.
He called him an NPC?
Hey, who you calling NPC, you ASS?
And the others who searched the chapel were Keyboy, Maki, Himiko, and the late Miu.
How could someone have given her fatal damage in that situation?
She probably did it to herself.
That's what we gotta think about. Now, let's all work together.
Aww, little Himiko is all grown up. Too bad your chest hasn't grown up, though.
Wow.
That was uncalled for. Someday, my chest will grow like crazy.
Let's begin then.
He's like, whatever these jokers are talking about, the fatal damage that Miu received in the virtual world. Let's pin that down. Okay. This is...
In the virtual world, Miu was fatally injured.
Okay.
So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Whatever did that to Miu was dropped right next to her avatar.
Was
it
it?
has to be the hammer!
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Okay.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation is more likely.
It's possible she was pushed from a great height.
Could she have drowned?
Miu was found grasping her neck with both hands. Okay, so someone was choking her. Specific cause of death. Yield the clue. Okay,
Virtual
so
world,
it's
Miu was
Maki.
fatally injured. So let's focus our efforts on that first.
Yep.
Whatever did that to Miu
Oh.
was dropped right next to her avatar. It has to be the hammer!
No.
Or going to beat her with his bare hands.
Definitely not.
Are we certain that blunt force was involved? I think strangulation.
I agree.
Gotcha. Alright.
Mew's body showed severe trauma and signs of a struggle.
Yeah, she looked like she suffered. Very hard to look at.
And right? It's really jacked up.
Right. And the virtual world is connected to our 5 senses. If her body experienced pain, she must have been in pain in the virtual world as well. Knowing that, I believe Maki is correct. Mew was strangled to death.
Yeah, definitely. Strangling and poison are the only methods that can make her look like she suffocated. But we already removed the possibility of poison, so it can only be strangulation. Also, when a victim is poisoned, they commonly grab their chest or mouth. But Mew was holding her throat. It's obvious she was trying to protect her windpipe.
What an awful way to
Oh.
go.
The assassin master gets really chatty when it comes to corpses.
She is pretty knowledgeable, but that's very helpful right now, so... Wow.
In that case, her exact cause of death is being strangled in the virtual world.
But is strangulation even possible in the virtual world?
It did look kind of weird where we found her body at.
If the avatars were equally strong, it would be difficult to strangle a resisting victim.
Yeah, if she was just as strong as them, no way they could have strangled her.
Then the culprit would need a tool.
The lattice board?
There are tons of cases where a weaker person would strangle a stronger person with a rope.
Wow, you know a lot about killing, nerd.
Really? He called her a nerd over killing?
But was there even a rope in that world? I don't remember seeing one.
Toilet paper?
Then they must have used something else as a rope.
Toilet paper, dude. The toilet paper is unbreakable. Oh man, getting strangled with that would suck. I found it during the investigation. This time we know what to pick.
This is it!
Alright.
During the investigation, we found toilet paper outside the mansion.
Is this toilet paper? What would toilet paper be doing here?
I'm guessing that the toilet paper was used to strangle her.
But the toilet paper was definitely out here. Or on...
No can ignore that!
Okay.
What you mean, Shuichi?
Huh? What's wrong?
Is he gonna say toilet paper is not strong enough to do that?
What, wrong? Shuichi goofing off! Not gentlemanly at all!
Okay. What do we have? Killing game
no time
simulator.
for nonsense!
Oh.
You know can use toilet paper in place of rope! What tear too easy? Even Gonta know that, and Gonta not smart!
Blade lock. Oh. There we go.
No, I'm positive toilet paper was used instead of rope.
The killing game simulator, that's how it
Die
works.
such an awful death.
Oh, there we go.
So why you not take this seriously? You
Okay, he
call
just-
yourself ultimate detective?
He just doesn't understand.
Use your head! Figure out real murder weapon!
Jeez,
No,
dude.
I'm positive toilet paper was used instead of rope.
There's no time for nonsense!
Wait, what?
You know can use toilet paper in place of rope!
Oh, okay.
What tear too easy?
Okay, there we go.
I'll cut through your words!
Just had to tell him, dude. That's how the killing thing works.
The toilet paper wouldn't tear. Because in the virtual world, objects are unbreakable.
Unbreakable?
You're so dumb, Gonta. You didn't even know that?
If objects can't break in that world, then toilet paper shouldn't be able to tear. And since it couldn't tear, it could be used as a rope.
Gonta not really understand, but...
Everyone's telling me toilet paper can't break all of a sudden, so I guess it must be true.
Sorry, Shuichi. Gonta was wrong.
It's okay, Gonta. Don't worry about it.
Killed by toilet paper. It was a fitting end for her.
Can't deny that.
A fitting end? I do not fully understand that logic.
Don't worry about it.
But if Mew was killed near the chapel, why was the murder weapon by the mansion?
That weirdo thing she did with one of the Y-axis walls.
Maybe the culprit tried to get rid of it to destroy the evidence.
If the culprit meant to get rid of the evidence, they did a poor job of it. There was a much better place where they could have destroyed it.
If toilet paper was the murder weapon, then what's the deal with the hammer next to her?
Okay, so if the murderer didn't know that there was that secret wall, and they tried to get rid of the toilet paper, they wouldn't know it would just go over to the other side.
Perhaps the culprit prepared a backup weapon, just in case.
No, the culprit didn't bring the hammer.
No? But who else but the culprit would bring a hammer?
Frickin' Mew. Wait, we already know who brought that hammer. The person who brought the hammer was...
That's it!
She was planning on getting up to something she
Mew
wasn't
was the one
supposed
who
to.
brought the hammer.
Huh? Mew bring hammer?
Yep.
Remember what she told us?
I rewrote the program to delete all dangerous objects that could be used as weapons. Yeah.
Yeah, she did say she deleted any dangerous objects.
If that were true, she wouldn't have missed something like a hammer. Meaning that Mew must have left it on purpose.
On purpose?
Yeah, because she was gonna kill Kokichi.
But why she do that?
She was gonna kill Kokichi. Mew brought the hammer for sure, but what did she need it for? We need to make that clear. Killing Kokichi! Mew and
Let's
Kokichi's
assume
meeting.
that Mew brought the hammer. What was she planning to do with it?
Kill Kokichi?
Maybe use it to break down a wall?
Nope.
Uses for a hammer. Gonta no! Mew gonna build stuff with hammer!
Nah.
Probably just brought it for self-defense.
Nope.
Or she secretly met up with someone.
And tried to kill them with it.
Yeah.
I agree.
He's right. We didn't get the V agree, but whatever.
Mew was gonna meet up with someone in the virtual world.
Mm-hmm. With me. I was supposed to meet up with Mew on the roof of the mansion.
What? Is that true?
I overheard them talking about it at the chapel.
By the way, Mew asked to meet up with me before we went into the virtual world. I totally forgot where we were supposed to meet, so good thing Keyboy spied on us.
Or Kokichi had an inkling of what was going on and made sure to create a paper trail, so to speak.
Wait, so Mew called Kokichi out?
If Mew brought the hammer, I wonder what she was planning to do with it.
Kokichi's already figured it out. She was planning to... kill Kokichi? Confess her love for Kokichi? Nah.
That's it!
We might do it for funsies, but not with our health so low.
She was trying to kill Kokichi.
She was what?
Yep, she plotted to meet up with me and then kill me with the hammer. If you want to prove this, you'll need to figure out Mew's plan, okay?
Now he's walking us through it, because this is all just a game to him. Mew's plan, huh? I'm sure if I analyze the clues we found, I can figure something out. Alright, let's do it! Psyche Taxi. It's got something to do with Mew making herself a non-object, a non-human object, rather. Kill Kokichi. Tried. To to something? Tick trap? Tick tread? What? Crap. Who tried to kill Kokichi? Mew, obviously. Let's go for another double. There we go. Who tried to kill Kokichi? That's Mew's really weird shoujo still. It was... Come on, dude. Let us pick Mew. Mew Aruma. Kaito Momota. Not even freaking likely. Hey, this track is kind of catchy. Next question. So, no, not even remotely sure what that... God dang it. Ha! Slow down a bit. And this final stretch... Nope, that wasn't the final stretch. That's okay. This should be it. Oh, god dang it, not if we're missing ones. Where was Mew trying to kill Kokichi? Trying to kill him on the rooftop, clearly. Alright. Yet another thinking time. This one has, like, been total softballs so far. The afterlife? Nah, dude, the virtual world. Okay. Now we've just got the one more, so this should be fairly easy. Next question. No clue what that's saying just yet. Oh, whoops. And then the next one's coming up this way. Attack mansion something maybe? Here we go. After these, we should be able to actually discern some words. Who was bought the poison? Why was a bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat? Huh. That is a good question. Why was a bottle of poison on Kokichi's seat? Because Kokichi was planning to kill someone himself? Maybe? And then... to divert attention... So, Mew placed it there? To try to trick everybody? It does indeed connect, Shuichi. In some weird way.
She wanted it to appear as if Kokichi was killed in the real world.
She placed the poison on my seat to make us think the murder happened in the real world.
She did that too?
What? Mew was the one who put that poison bottle there? No, that ain't right. Something's definitely weird about that.
Because there was no bloodshot eyes or anything. Log in, log out record.
When
there we go.
could Mew have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
Oh no, we can't agree with that.
And then what? She logged back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
Okay, we know what we've got to do.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison.
Nice.
That's wrong.
It was Mew who planted the poison on Kokichi's chair. She had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
Because she didn't log in until like 2 minutes after.
Is this a record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
That's right. It says that Mew was the last of us to log in.
Yeah, what about it?
If she logged in last, she would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
2 minutes of it, but yeah.
That right. She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
This was all part of Miu's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world, then pin the crime on Kaito.
Why is he coming back to this?
Well, that's not my fault.
Oh, true, because she logged Kaito out.
Which is why she manually logged you out, just for that purpose.
So she did that to me?
Yes, I'm positive of that. Miu used a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
How did Miu log Kaito out? The cell phone? Where are you at? Cell phone? Here we go.
This is it!
Alright.
It was the cell phone found by Miu's avatar.
And we're almost back up to full health, too.
That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name into it.
Yeah, sorry about that. Kaito Momota. He logged out, just as I thought.
I see. With that cell phone, she could force anyone to log out at any time.
But Miu never mentioned a cell phone, right?
Of course he was trying to keep it under wraps.
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use. She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use it for the murder.
So, she really was planning a murder.
On Kokichi, though, so,
And she tried to set me up.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Yeah.
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This is a game of suspicion.
He's trying to break Kaito, dude.
Well, I think your ideals should stay the same. Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting.
Phonies, though.
Don't you agree, Monokuma?
Do I? I don't know about that. Huh? Wait, what were we talking about?
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
Yeah! If Father keeps slacking off, all the work is gonna get forced onto Mommy.
Huh? Mommy?
Come back to us, Monotaro. We need another friend on the Monokuma force.
My head! I feel like I'm about to remember something, but I can't.
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Miu died and not me.
What you mean?
'Cause she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world.
Huh. It might have been more difficult to get the information out of her, but we'd have gotten it just like we did with Himiko.
You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know. She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted.
That's true.
And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder, because she had total control.
Then the reason Miu was so insistent we go into the virtual world was...
Oh. You guys are only bitching because you haven't been to the virtual world yet. And once you go, you'll understand. Seriously, it's so fucking awesome. I know you guys will love it. And then, you're gonna fall in love with me for showing it to you guys. So, let's just dive right in, okay? We'll do it together. Yeah.
She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What a shady person.
Well, not us.
I was sad that she was gone, but now I don't know what to think.
Nice! Backstabbed by a trusted friend.
Well, I guess ultimately her end goal was to get every other person killed, so...
See? That's an ideal fun situation! Now we can start a real class trial!
Hey, Kokichi sorta sound like Monokuma.
Hmm? Really? I don't sound anything like him.
I mean, freaking obnoxious, but whatever.
No, you're just like Monokuma. Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true face.
Uh-oh. Give it to him, dude.
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really think. That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward! Aren't you gonna do something?
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature laugh, right? There, I did it.
He put nothing into it, though. He didn't even do it. He didn't even do it right.
He's completely lost his drive! Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame!
Ugh, my head!
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I will never be okay with it. I'm just gonna believe in everyone. Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth by believing in them.
So is Kaito the ultimate hope, then?
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure, be my guest.
Of course I can. I don't need your permission.
How long are you guys going to argue? Let's hurry this up and continue. If we don't find the culprit, then we'll all die, you know that?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My story?
Yeah, dude, because you're ultra suspicious all the time, every time. Now a little bit more so than usual.
You were meeting with Miu, but she ended up as the victim.
Oh, Kokichi didn't have anything to do with that.
So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer, right?
They would never get rid of Kokichi before the last class trial, so...
Here's my answer. I never met up with Miu.
You didn't?
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
But isn't lockpicking your specialty? You should have been able to open it easy.
The locking mechanism wasn't anything he gained access to, though, so...
I couldn't pick locks with my avatar body. I didn't have the tools for it either. Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for the meeting.
Oh, obviously he wouldn't go there where he had no opportunity to defend himself, so...
I remember you and Gonta went off together when we first started looking.
But was the door to the roof actually locked?
Kaito's gotta answer that.
When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Huh? How should I know?
Then who locked the door to the roof?
I already told you. How should I know?
When I went to the roof, it wasn't locked, so you gotta be lying.
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
You're sure not acting like it.
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
Huh?
Oh, I see. I didn't realize that.
Okay.
What kind of response is that? That's suspicious as hell!
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now. The truth will come out eventually.
Yeah, let's work our way back to this. I'm kind of losing the train of thought for this particular issue.
Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Miu's death.
Truth?
There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. We need to make sense of those first.
Wow, Shuichi, you know your way around this game. Yes, keep up the hard work. The fate of our lives rests in your hands.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Please enlighten the rest of us.
Kokichi claims it was Miu who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
That fake Y-axis wall.
I see. Miu sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
Whoops, my hand slipped. God dang it.
If that's the case, then Miu might not have even gone to the roof.
Huh? So she stood me up? It's very rude to break a promise.
It's true. First, we need to determine if Mew was actually there or not. Did she go? Or was she never on the roof at all? Tsumugi's account. That's what we need to use here. Alright. Yep, very first thing.
Mew was waiting for me to arrive.
That's true.
I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
Probably
No.
not.
Mew should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
That's true.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up!
Mew's corpse. At first glance, it seems as if it's impossible for Mew to go to the mansion. But there has to be some evidence that shows it was possible.
Mew was waiting for me to...
Setting on Kokichi's avatar, which she obviously used to try to kill him. Tsumugi's account. Heard a loud noise as something crashed into something else.
I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
Okay,
No, Mew should have been at the chapel.
there we go.
That's wrong!
Easy peasy V counter.
Mew must have gone to the mansion. We have a witness.
Yeah, when I was searching the dining room, I saw Mew pass by the window.
Then why didn't you say so sooner?
Sorry, I thought I was just mistaken at first,
Nah, dude.
since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all. That was definitely Mew.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from the chapel?
We keep dancing around this hidden Y-axis wall, dude.
It must have been some special method only Mew knew, like with that cell phone.
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene, just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she use?
We already know the answer to that.
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a reason.
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-okay.
Like, she could have volunteered to use her magic. Like, come on. What?
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time. This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this together.
You would just slow down Shuichi.
Shut up!
I don't have time to deal with Kokichi. Right now, I need to focus on the case. I'm positive that Mew used some kind of special method to get to the mansion. Okay, I just have to figure out what it was. Are we gonna get that door, though? Or wall, rather? Wall added by
Way
Mew.
across it only Mew knew about.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
No?
Or instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Definitely not.
Maybe she teleported with magic.
Nah.
Or she used a warp zone.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
Yep.
A hidden route that only Mew...
Where's our V
I
agree?
agree.
We must have had to wait for the whole thing to come up. Oh well.
That's it, Kibo. There was a hidden route only Mew could use.
Was there really?
Mew modified the program to add a special wall to the world.
It must have been the one
wall
on the chapel.
stretches along the Y-axis, but we found 2 such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel. We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass through.
Don't be naive, Shuichi.
Whew! That scared me! Crap.
What is it, Kaito?
Jeez, you set up a weird wall like that? That is suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with what we were talking about.
Nothing to do with it.
Huh. You don't even realize your mistake? Are you losing your edge? Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes are my mistakes. I'll make it right.
Okay. Let's go ahead and, what are they gonna give us as truth blades, though?
What we gotta figure
Mew's
out
avatar.
is how Mew got from the chapel to the so why waste time talking about the... It's pointless.
Nope.
We gotta take a whole new approach here.
Nope.
Now, wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you?
Nope.
That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it.
Yep.
Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all.
Gotcha.
I'll cut through your words.
And we got the V counter. Heyo. But yeah, was Kaito there for that explanation?
The
He should have
wall
been.
wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human to object.
From human to object?
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object. She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Is that right?
Yep.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says. I already told you. The more you try, the more you cause us trouble.
Okay, so that, like, it's really starting to seem like that's not Kaito and Kaito is actually dead.
It's so totally lame that your own sidekick is dissing you!
And for whatever reason, Kokichi is helping her in Kaito's body.
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was just explaining.
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. It just means even I make mistakes. Don't worry about it, Shuichi.
Okay.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and irrational remarks.
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through,
Then her secret route was through that wall?
that's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map. I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
It seems to me like she just walked off one edge of the map and came back in the other.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage? 'Cause Mew said...
No, you're not trapped here. Beyond that wall is the end of the world. Literally. Past that wall, nothing exists. Everything ends there. Yeah, but is that
She
true?
probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
Mew lied.
Imagine that, right?
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall.
Wow, dude. Really let her have it.
She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
Kokichi, you no have to go that far.
Right? He's calling her the worst sorts of stuff.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy!
Monotaro?
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual world.
Is he allowed to do that?
Oh, there wasn't, huh?
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
Well,
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
Oh, shoot!
Ah, jeez. You're lucky you're cute.
Come on, Akuma. The way he said that was like, because if that weren't the case, you two will be ultra dead right now. Was Kokichi saying all that stuff about Mew to get the Cubs to reveal something? I guess I should thank him, but I have no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program? If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting was meaningless.
It is weird.
Mew wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Mew definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet, but once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of virtual world?
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Mew was up to.
So, there's no hidden route. Huh.
We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one thing. Remember? That thing that made us notice all the strange occurrences?
The map loading point? The events that led us there. The loud noise. Here we go.
This is it!
Easy.
You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
Yeah. What? What was that sound? It sounded as if something was struck very hard. It came from outside, but...
You all heard that sound too?
Yes, in the mansion's kitchen.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
The windows, dude. I've been saying for a bit that those windows must actually be connected some kind of way.
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point. Did that sound really come from the chapel?
If we all heard it, it must not have originated there, but...
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
For now, let's go outside and check. Oh, that's Tsumugi. For now, let's go outside and check. Oh no! What? That was Kibo's voice, right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close.
You heard my voice too?
What? That is pretty strange.
Didn't I already talk about this? Oh well.
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtual world.
Like when we were first doing the investigations, everybody was there, but I guess not everybody was listening.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later and try to find all the other clues first. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't there?
Now we're talking about the map loading point.
Kokichi talked like he noticed something. Pretending not to know?
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
Sorry, Gonta not mean it like that.
Guy is too nice for his own good.
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
Another mysterious phenomenon. Something that shouldn't be possible. Like Mew in the mansion or that loud noise. I need to remember everything else that happened in there. Alright, so... Mind mine. Let's get these ones, then these ones, then these ones, these ones. All right. Wait, what's the question? What weird phenomenon happened in the virtual world? Ooh, could have handled that one better. Is there something hidden over here? None of those were exceptionally weird. Okay. We're gonna have to bust stuff up here. Strange phenomenon. The Mariah Hills thing? Okay, we must have to break everything. Okay. Clear.
I see it.
Alright. But yeah, she dropped it, but then it kind of splashed back.
The sign that we were using as a bridge was odd to me.
Did she ride that? Huh.
Odd how?
We mentioned it before, but Mew dropped the sign in the river.
Her hand slipped, which is a total lie.
We found it later, but there was something unnatural about it.
Finding the sign was definitely weird. I'm most confused by how the sign got there. I should remember exactly what happened with that sign. Alright, here we go. Another Psyche Taxi. Alright. So the thing weird about the sign was the fact that it showed up when she dropped it. Like, it really shouldn't have been where it was at. Uh-oh. There we go. Ooh, alright. Got him. Dang, they made it a little bit harder this time. At what point... Oh, crap. At which point... Oh! Ha! Tried to swerve in front of us. Oh, at which point was the signboard swept away? That was when she threw it into the thing. When Mew dropped it. At which point was the river? There we go. Whew. Okay. So Mew dropped it in the river, and then the rivers must be connected some kind of way. In a way she didn't initially want to tell us or let on about. Nope. Oh, crap! Completely missed that. There we go. Aha! Oop. Oop. Not trying to hit any cars. Or apparently hit any of these letter blocks. Where is the end of the river? The walls. Oh, man. Okay, just a little bit more. There we go. Where's the end of the river? It's along the walls that run along the x-axis. Transition point, chapel side. Chapel side? Oh, mansion side. So the river must run really... Oh, okay, chapel side then. God dang it. Well, hey. We definitely screwed that up, but it's whatever. We'll get it next go-around. So it does end on the chapel side. Holy crap, the question this time is really freaking long. Still absolutely no inkling of what it could be. Alright. Crap. Just try to grab as much stuff as we can without hitting anything. Oh, could have gotten quite a few there if we'd nailed it. Where was the signboard found after it was swept away? Mansion side, if they give us that as an option again. Alright. Mansion side. So is there going to be a fourth one? Because all this was doing was reestablishing stuff we already knew. Okay, nope, we're still going on. A fourth question? This is different. Wow! Just one narrow lane. Okay, nope. It did that to give us a bit. Oh. God dang it. Oh, as long as we can stay in front of these cars. And just let the answers come to us. We can't fit a fourth person in this imaginary car, though. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Compared to the river's current, which way did the signboard float? To the right? Because it had to flow to the right to get stuck on that thing. Against the current? Did it float against the current? Oh, true. It floated against the current, so Mew must have changed it then.
It appeared as though the sign was carried against the river's current. We all saw Mew drop the sign and watched the river carry it downstream. And the river was wide there. The sign should have traveled downriver toward the chapel, correct?
But did it, when it hit the loading point, did it just come out from the side?
It should have hit the wall on the far side of the chapel and stopped there.
Ah, but...
But that's not where we found it. We found it near the mansion, nestled in some rocks.
Interesting! So we'll never get... Well, if you're on the chapel side and that happens, you'll get freaking stuck. But...
The signboard should have been near the chapel, but we found it on the other side.
Hold up. Didn't you stay on the chapel side? She probably grabbed the signboard from the chapel wall to cross the river. Then left it on the boulders near the mansion so she could get back.
Why would she leave the signboard where it could get swept away and leave her stranded?
Also, this has nothing to do with walking through the wall, right? We're getting off topic. We're so close to the truth. We just have to connect the how and what.
Oh, we're almost there, dude. Just give us a moment.
All the mysterious things that happened have to connect with each other somehow.
Connect how?
A wall only objects can pass through. Sounds that shouldn't be heard. A signboard going against the river current. How are they all connected?
I don't know. But Shuichi should know, right?
Not really. I don't really have an inkling.
What?
We would be in a lot of trouble if you didn't. The only one who can solve this mystery and save us all is you.
Why is Kokichi being so insistent about, that? Kaito?
So, how are they connected? Do you know Shuichi?
Well, what we know so far is that the unnatural way the sign was carried is possibly related to the wall.
It's a non-object, so it would just go through, right? What clue is related to the unnatural way the signboard was carried down the river? Mew's avatar, right? There's something only Mew knew about, and that's throwing us off. You say we're being thrown off, but you seem pretty calm.
Damn it!
Okay. What clue is related to the unnatural way the signboard was carried on the river? The loud noise, maybe? Oh. I don't think the sound we heard is connected to the way the signboard was swept away. The signboard should have stopped at the lower part of the river. What clue relates to that? The map loading point, then. Alright, whatever. Let's do the, where's the map at? Map of the world. Something only Mew knew about? Okay, it's not the map of the world. Something... Clue related to the... Wall added by Mew!
This is it!
It might have to do with a wall that only objects can pass through.
There we go.
The sign should have stopped at the wall on the other side of the chapel. But if that wall happened to be the one that Mew set to allow objects through...
I see. It's a wall only non-humans can pass through.
So?
That means the signboard can pass through the wall, right?
Even if it could pass through the chapel wall, how did it end up by the mansion?
Because when you walk through, you just end up in exactly the same place on the other side. Makes the most sense.
The only way it could do that is if the wall was a warp zone. But it's not, right?
That's right, and that's the real issue here. How could the signboard pass through the wall but end up on the mansion's side? What would explain that?
Leave it to me, Shuichi. I, your partner, will give you hints in times of trouble.
But it seems really clear to me, though. What?
This is the virtual world. We should throw away all of our common sense, okay?
Huh? The hell does that even mean?
Kokichi might be onto something there. Yeah, you walk in on one part and you come out in the corresponding points on the other side. We need to forget about what we know and just think about it. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? Putting common sense aside and focusing on the flow of the river. How did the signboard pass through the wall downstream and end up upstream? The downstream and upstream connect? It's either these two.
That's it!
Okay. Like it either...
What if both ends of the river were connected?
So the worlds, yeah, the worlds are connected, rather, and the walls are an illusion?
Huh? Both ends of river connected?
Exactly. To put it another way, the river isn't cut off at the wall near the chapel. It's all part of one big loop. The upstream part of the river is connected to it.
Hey, technology, dude.
What? What are you talking about? Both ends of the river can't...
Again, throw out all common sense from your head. We're talking about the virtual world.
Yeah, that part seems fairly clear to me.
Then what about the wall? There was only one wall that could be passed through.
Right. Even if the river's connected and it goes through the chapel wall, it wouldn't have been able to go through the mansion wall too.
Oh, if the rivers are connected, maybe the walls are connected, and it's an illusion. We think it's one. We think there are two different walls, but there's really just one wall running along the y-axis. Well, wait. In that case,
I got it. I know why Mew only set up one wall.
because there's only one wall, it's all connected.
What are you talking about now?
The reason she only set up one wall is because the chapel and mansion walls, they're the same wall.
That's it! The walls by the chapel and the mansion aren't separate. They're the same wall.
Okay. And so that is why we could hear Kibo and see Mew.
The same wall?
It's not just the river. The walls themselves are connected. Don't think of it as two separate walls, but a single wall parallel to the y-axis.
Maybe the map loading point was originally located within that wall, but Mew moved the world around a bit. And so the map loading point became the center of it, and then the walls, which were originally completely connected, I don't know. I think that's the most logical.
That single wall divides the entire virtual world.
Yep.
The idea is, you pass through the wall by the chapel and come out by the mansion.
Everything is starting to connect.
Yeah, she just moved it. Like originally when passing through it would need to load, but she moved the loading point to a different spot. At least that's what makes the most sense to me at the moment.
See, didn't I tell you? Everything is connected.
Yeah, okay.
Damn it, Kokichi! Just tell us.
Shh, it's okay. More importantly, this is the final stretch! If both the river and wall are connected, then you can find the secret. Shuichi, you already know the secret behind the virtual world, right?
The secret, huh? Yes, I suppose we should clear that up. We need to try to we need to solve the mystery of the virtual world. Hangman's Gambit start. World. Where's that W we just saw? Is this a W? Okay, it is a W. So we need an O, R, world. And then can we get this one? Oh, that was an O. Whoops. Okay, here are the D's. World. What the heck could... World order. Okay, let's try world order. Oh. World P? World place? World... Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so it's not OSP. World loads? The world loads. Is there an A somewhere? Wait. World loops. Oh, okay. Whew. That really destroyed our influence. Crap.
Yes, that's it. The virtual world is a loop.
Loop?
Just like in old games, right? Like, for example,
Huh.
when a character goes off the left side of the screen and reappears on the right.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. The edges of the virtual world are linked together in a continuous loop.
Though right now, I know that's
Virtual world loops?
that's definitely a thing, but I can't think of... No games are coming to mind to do that at the moment, but that is 100% a thing.
What in the world?
If that's true, it would explain the way the signboard was swept away. It vanished into the wall downstream of the river, came out of that same wall upstream.
Hey! Get rid of the borders to make it easier to visualize.
And floated with the current until it got caught on the rocks.
What was the world like before Mew added the wall?
Actually, there wasn't a wall on the y-axis at all, and the x-axis was set to loop.
Huh.
Are you serious? Even if it is a computer program, isn't that too crazy?
A looping world. That's more extraordinary than even magic.
And it's also something that's real.
But at least it's not a boring answer. It also explains all the things that happened.
Huh? It doesn't explain everything, does it?
It sounds like it to me. What's going on, Tsumugi?
Because we still don't know why we heard that one sound or Kibo's voice.
Oh, she's still not visualizing it correctly then.
Yeah, sound doesn't go past the map loading point.
But we weren't anywhere near the map loading point. We were literally next to each other.
Actually, If we know that the world is a loop, we can explain that as well.
Huh? Really?
Yes, but first we need to be clear where the loop starts.
Where the loop starts. Doesn't it loop at the walls next to the mansion and chapel?
No, the loop probably starts from the map loading point.
Not necessarily. If we heard a noise at the chapel from inside the mansion, then the loop
Must be where there's no sound at.
there!
Yup. Easy, dude.
The map loading point was where the virtual world looped. We thought the loading point was in the middle of the map. But the loading point was actually at the edges.
Wow.
So the wall Mew created wasn't at the edges of the world, but rather, her wall was at the center of the world.
I see. So the mansion and chapel were near each other, with a wall between them. And any sounds emitted near the chapel would also reach the mansion. The wall only allows non-humans to pass through, so sound should be able to pass through easily.
That's right. That's how the virtual world works.
Jeez, dude.
Impressive, Shuichi!
This freaking Joker out of nowhere cackling. But, yeah.
For you to get this far! Yes! Yes! You are useful indeed!
The use of the word useful there is kind of weird.
For you to get this far, what are you, some villain pulling the strings?
Doubtful.
Nope. Mew pulled the strings here, not me. Remember? Mew also set this trap. It all began when Mew showed us the map. Because of the map, we mistakenly thought the loading point was at the center, which in turn made the mansion and chapel seem farther away from each other.
But the structure of the world wasn't actually like that.
Wow, dude.
There was a wall along the y-axis, and the x-axis came around in a loop.
By putting that wall in the center of that world, she cut off the loop.
So ever since Mew showed us that map, we were caught in her trap. But we solved this mystery thanks to Shuichi. All hail our savior!
Yeah, if Shuichi wasn't here, then we never would have solved this mystery.
Mainly because Kokichi wouldn't have said anything about it. He'd clearly already puzzled this out long before we got to this point.
That's right. Good work, Shuichi.
Thanks, Shuichi. You saved us.
You're welcome.
Kaito?
Just because we found out the virtual world's secret doesn't mean we can take it easy yet.
Yeah, and Kaito's acting kinda suspicious. Mew.
Actually, this culprit hunt just got to the exciting part. Even if we know all the tricks, it's pretty meaningless if we don't find the culprit. That's how a class trial works, after all!
Kokichi talking like Monokuma again.
No matter what you say, I'm not gonna believe your lies. I'm gonna believe in everyone. That's how I'm gonna reach the truth.
And that's probably exactly what got Kaito killed.
I can't wait to see what happens next!
What is Kokichi's plan here? He's definitely prodding at Kaito on purpose. Well, there's no time for distractions like him. What we have to do is find the culprit who killed Mew. It doesn't matter how many little mysteries we solve. If we can't find the culprit, it would all be for nothing. But I still don't know for sure who it could be. Who used Mew's own plan against her to kill her? Who killed Mew? Kaito, but Kaito, it was Kaito's body, but it wasn't Kaito but it wasn't Mew who died. Yeah, let's go ahead and save. We're gonna go ahead and hang Mew and Kaito's body out to dry, That's all gonna be next time though, so definitely join me then for more Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Bye for now, guys.